Yo, all right, all right. So, excuse me. Okay, burp. All right. So today is September 27th, 2024. Um, I've been consistently working on my psychological aspect of life and daily living. Um, Trying to stay more in a positive uplift mindset than a lower mindset or so like serious. Um, I do see a difference in clarity. That's how I used to always function when I was younger. Things usually flowed a lot easier or much easily without having so much I don't know things obstructions. When I'm at a mental peace and flow in martial arts and fitness and writing and poetry and creating videos, all of those stuff that I typically do, I have a calm peace of mind and it flows. And also, I also notice that when I'm at a low level as well, my breathing becomes shallow and very low, and I go into this mental blockage where I'm not fully aware of what I'm actually doing. It's like on autopilot, and then we get that sometime where the autopilot, when you're driving, you're zoned out, but your body is driving, going to the destination that you had set, for your mind, and then there goes a burp, and then you know a few miles down the road, you're like, how did I get? When did I get this far? You know, your brain is on autopilot, and with trading, sometimes we get there where we're waiting on the charts, waiting for a setup, and then our mind goes into autopilot of, well, I need to work and do something, where we just start clicking the buttons here and there, and then before you know it, you're like, when did I take 15 trades? I don't remember half of those trades, the autopilot thing is real. So it's something that, being constantly aware of my mindset, trying to find things just keep me cognitively in front, um, in front of in front of the charts, without taking in deep breaths, focusing on my breathing, making sure that my frontal cortex, or whatever the thing part is, the frontal lobe is focused and clear, and I can feel the difference when I'm between the two. I can feel, how my mind is, or how the flow, whatever it is, blood or oxygen's flowing to my head. I can feel the difference of intelligence. So it's like a mental clarity when I take a deep breath and keep me focused and calm. So so for today, we do have an 8:30 news. It looks like two on this one here, right? And then we have consumer sentiment, which right here doesn't look low, but usually this consumer sentiment does have a big move on the market around 10. Yesterday we had a 10 o'clock one that helped move the market lower. Um, so sentiment is coming out soon. Then we have 10 o'clock news as well. Yesterday I fumbled the ball a little bit. I tried to go long in this area, which is an area I should go long at, but um, I didn't have any backing from the 30-minute or from the 5 minute for me to try to go long. Let's look at the 30-minute, and news is coming out in a few, so we're going to keep an eye on that. Um, Here, so here we have some buying, right? I thought about these two here, looking for possible long. So this was my only long possibility, but I tried to go long down here when we're under all of this buying that failed, and that's what was the worst thing to do. I tried to go long right around here because I saw the strong spike volume on the 1 minute, and that wasn't the best thing to do. All right, so we got 10 minutes before that news come out, so I'm gonna go to a higher time frame, or I just zoom out just to see what the charts are doing. And while it's doing that, I can get rid of this. There we go, 30 minutes. Let's see if we get any strong movement. There we go, got a spike up. Hit that, I think that same area that I was trying to go long at. So we hit that. Let's turn up some of this stuff here. Do some house cleaning. Don't mind me. Gaps were filled. Alright, so it looks like price is pushing higher. GDP. And then while it's doing that, I do house cleaning on NQ. And then I'll continue going over my my thoughts about what took place. So let me just clear out some things. Alright, so I got some space to work with. Alright, so the market's going to do its thing. Alright, so yeah, so I was trying to go long under this buying here, where buying failed. So my only time to try to go long was when price probably was breaking out. That was my only time to try to go long. Other than that, once we got below it, I should have just been looking for shorts until, or wait for we break out and then look for shorts. So, and that's what we did. We broke out of that level, and then we came back up, retested it right at the noon session, which also was initial balance low, and then we sold off. We also had another opportunity to take it where we broke out slowly. I did the 30-minute close under, came back up, retested that area, pushed down, came back up again, and it looks nicely on the 1 minute, and we pushed down. So filling that first gap, filling the second gap, I believe here, and then price reversed all the way back up. And then at the end of the day, I was taking a YOLO trade, but I entered kind of late. I wanted to enter around here and try to take it up, back up to that area where we rejected. But I ended up entering here and then exiting somewhere around up here. So I was lucky because I was at the 50% mark of the move, where I should have entered down here with the stop loss very tight and taken 8 points. And I did break a rule where I decided to change my daily loss limit. Only reason I did that was because my renewal for my account renews on Saturday, and I was like, well, I'm gonna try to see what I can do as far as following my plan, and I waited for a plan, but I was poor execution with the late entry. That was pretty much it. So, but I was able to net that positive, made up for the loss of that day, but still not the best idea. So right now we're still in that news candle. News is trying to figure out if it wants to go above or below all of this buying here. I don't see any volume here, so maybe people are not too interested. But then again, this is pre-market, so sometimes I see 10K, sometimes I don't see anything. Alright, so while it's doing that, I'm going to pull up my 30-minute charts. We're going to see where VIX is, where NQ is, where ES is, and then we're going to formulate our plan. This should be NQ. Alright, so very nice middle of a range right now. So I'm going to look to see if there's anything I can find to anchor price down to something. May find something over here. It looks like I got some potential ideas over here. I can look for buying. Definitely this candle and that one there. I also was thinking about getting rid of these turquoise candles and just looking for just straight green candles or red candles on the 30-minute. That is a strong thought. That way I'm reducing the amount of information that's trying to pull me in any direction. Okay, I like this one here. Pre-market, in. Got green, but we broke it. Got red, green. Nothing here that I trust. We'll still mark it for now because there's a lot of volume right here. Maybe because of this. That's what I'm assuming. So I like this one here on ES for sure. I like this volume. We probably came down to it. Pre-market, we sure did. At 3 a.m., 4 a.m., close enough. And then this can stay the same. Looks like we came down to this area right here and did the same thing, right? So that's my buying areas. Selling wise, I think this is the only one. This is the one that I missed in the pre-market in the morning. A little bit upset about that because I could have did much better and taking that trade up here and then just riding this bad boy down to at least to where I had my first supply area, which is like right around here. Right. So, but that's that. That's neither here nor there. Look at what I just spotted. Looks like we came back to that supply area that we broke several times, right? Came back to it after we broke it, and came back to it again right here, pre-market, and push. So maybe I'll mark it, maybe I won't. I don't know. It is also a very high volume area right here. So, but I'm more interested in the top part there. And then for in the VIX, I'm also going to mark that same area because obviously this area here is important because this is where we're just getting a ton of volume. We had strong selling here, but price couldn't hold. Price broke above it. So I'm going to mark this area. And now that I have them marked, that is price holding. I don't know. Alright, so now that I have them marked, let's go into each individual one. And then I'm going to box them. And see what I can find of. So this is going to be go. There we go. This one too. There we go. Alright. So we're going to look into that. That's selling here. We cleared it, so I'm not going to mark that. I'm going to leave this alone. I'm not going to chase that. Let's move that over. Today is the 27th, so all right. That there like that. Okay, so far so good. I got those marked from yesterday. We can do NQ. I think that one was at 4 o'clock. This candle here. So I'm gonna mark these like this. I'm also gonna mark this one. That beginning can go back to 30. And this one can go back to 4. Alright, so we got that. Oh, we're not done with you yet. No, got something down here, right? Yeah. I'm gonna get these two. Okay. And then we have VIX, where VIX is just gonna be just that. I don't really too much do anything with VIX, because VIX don't really follow any of those rules. It does its own thing. Alright, so we do have, ooh, VIX might actually go higher, which might feel it has to go lower. So we're inside of yesterday's, we're inside of Tuesday's range, Wednesday and Thursday. So if we break out of that range, it'll be a do we feel the gap? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, we never feel that gap. Hold on, wait. That's where our price close. Let's enter it here. And that's fine. And that doesn't matter. This is pre-market. Yeah. It closes gaps. Yeah, gaps are pretty much closed. Kind of open like where it was at, so not a lot of time in the trading session. A lot of overnight, right? All right, so that's that. So we're inside Tuesday's range. All right, so back to ES. Let's go to the weekly and see how we did with the weekly, because we broke out of it and we tested the top and we pushed up. All right, go to the daily. Third. All right, so we've been slowly rising again. Still low volume. We do have a nice trend going here. This. I'll leave that like that. Four hour, no, 8 hour first. Strong selling volume here. 4 hour. Where did this volume jump off of? Maybe from this. There's still Heiken Nashi in the mix. So we're still buying. Green candle, red volume. But we never got below it. So there's that. Red candle, green volume, got above it, came back, tested, moved up. Alright, 4 hours. It's definitely buying areas. Was able to get above. Bounced. Very strong selling. One hour. Wonder this is a green candle. And it's not, obviously. So yeah, this might be the very important area right here. And then 30-minute is what we got going on right now. All right. So yeah, so that's an important area right here. All right. We go back to standard. I'm gonna go down to the 5-minute and see what we can find in those areas. Thank you first. Let me ES first. So there's no buying here whatsoever. Okay. There's no buying here. Five, 7, 9, 4, 72. As we can see, it looks like price has finally decided which way to go. Alright. Same thing, no buying down here. Price is just moving up. I don't see any buying volume. I really don't like when I see that. But we have the buying here. there's no interest down here, right? There are no interest in going short. No interest in going short. So we sell and sold. This is 30. Selling, 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 and then it just died. Selling, couldn't keep up, and the price just got above all the selling pressure. Price got above the selling pressure, and then it bounced off of it here. Selling, 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 selling strong selling pressure. Got muted, pushed up, got above it, and then they use this as an area to buy off of, which is here. And with that, we have this going on, and then now we have the news factor pushing price higher. So about a let's say 4-point risk. And then now we're up 14 points after about a lot of time. Okay. After 3 hours and 5 minutes. 3 hours and 15 minutes, which is not bad. 3 hours and 15 minutes to make 14 points. Risking 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, which is almost a 5 to 1, which is pretty damn good. Alright, so I'll mark this as an Heikin-Ashi level also. We have nothing going on here. But this definitely had selling pressure up there. So that's that. Alright, let's go into NQ. And we'll start at the back. Alright, got net buying, real buying. This whole thing is a buying pressure. So I'm not going to really go there and say this is 5 minutes, this is 5 minutes. I think the whole thing is buying pressure. Strong buying here at the end. Push up. Strong selling, and then buying to match it, and then push price up. It's got buying pressure. Double bottom. This is 13. 13, buying pressure, push up. I'm not gonna mark, I don't think I'm going to mark that. This price came down to this, in a sense, here. The buying pressure was at. But let's look into this area here. We do have, this was 4 o'clock, so 4:30. We definitely do have buying pressure here. Definitely have buying pressure here. This one looks to be the favorite because we came down to it and couldn't really break. I think that's how ES also bounced. So I will mark this one, even though I don't have much for it on ES. I'm gonna mark it for NQ. Because we just might bounce off of it. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Alright. Don't look like this one went anywhere with the news. I'm still gonna mark the news nonetheless. It looks like an ES move, but this one didn't. And what was this news? PCE, we'll call it PCE. I'll go to the first 15-minute, but I'll go as far as this. That's price. It feels like it was delayed. Then we do the same thing with ES. ES left itself too. Whew. Ooh, needed a breath. All right. So, 32 minutes into this. Sheesh. All right, that's about it. Very interesting locations and levels. I don't have anything as far as that I can spot. I am interested in this area down here for longs, and this area up here for shorts. I'm not interested in anything in the middle. Same thing with ES. I'm interested in maybe this whole area here. So just looking to see what price does inside of these levels. I'm going to keep a wide view, but definitely looking for price to slowly move up and then reject, if it can even do that, for our last trading, almost last trading day. We have Monday for our last trading day in September. Let me look at my thing if I'm missing anything. I got my news candle. My trading limit is max, has been set. Needed to tighten the made one, it struggled. Needed to tighten the, okay. Need to tighten my my thing. Price did not claim. Do we buy before we sell? Vice versa. Or do we buy before we sell? That was for that buying we saw in the 1 minute. All right, so I guess for VIX, I like to see VIX come back up here. If VIX is going up, I like to see ES come back down and then bounce. And if this continues down, I like to see ES go up and then VIX find some buying somewhere around here to bring price down. So right now they're both somewhat in the middle. With some play area down here at the bottom. NQ is more of a guide. ES is just, kind of just there. Could mark it. Don't really want to, because it's not a strong level. There was no buying behind it. Okay, yeah, my highs and my lows. That's what I didn't do. mark my highs and my lows. High is here. My low is down here. And same thing with NQ. Highs up there. Okay. My highs, got my lows. I don't think I have anything else left to add. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna close this. Alright, so I guess we'll probably be playing the news area till then. Alright, that's it for me today. I'll be back in the evening. We'll see how I do. I still have my daily max limit to set to 75 now. Now I have to walk away. No changing it afterwards. As my account does reset on 28th, but I will still be wherever I am with my account. So I need to consistently work on not losing it and focusing on getting better entries and better price management without having fear. And looks like we have a lot of volume here, so this might be a very interesting spot. And look how this stacks up. And here, so a lot of places of interest. Oh, I forgot to do that. On the 1 minute, we got news. Last time I was able to spot something. I don't see any selling. That's too far down. And that's too far up. So maybe we'll be more on the buying side, but that's too far down, that's too far up. Nope. Nope. Okay. Alright, so buying it is for now. Alright, so that's it for me today. See you in the evening.